What's up, Ball Nation? Boogie Bentley here with the S&B Network. Wanted to make a quick video about this whole Jauan Jennings situation late in the game against Vanderbilt. We all saw it. Jennings makes a big hit and then proceeds to get a little extra once they get on the ground. No flags, no reviews, nothing from the officials. And then here we are, how many days later? Talked a little bit about it on Talkin VAWLS during the postgame show. You know, JP brought it up. For me, I was trying to get moved over to the ESPN app. I caught it. There was no commentary. I didn't even really see it happen live. I was surprised that there were no flags or penalties thrown because, look, Jennings did get a little extra. It was very clear. It was very obvious what he was doing. That said, as far as the stomp goes, I didn't even see it take place live. So JP's talking about it in the post-game show. I didn't really have a lot to say on it then. I don't know that I really have a whole lot to say about it now. But it all happened so fast, and now here we are. The SEC has suspended Jauan Jennings for the first half of his bowl game, his final game as a Tennessee Volunteer, and the kid only gets to participate in half of it. So what do you guys think about this whole situation? No flags, no penalties, but yet here we are. Jauan Jennings stomps on a player's head and faces a suspension. I really want to kind of just look at it overall. How would you look at it from a neutral standpoint if you were a Vanderbilt fan or a fan of the team that Tennessee's playing going into the bowl game? Because I think we have to look at intent. But when you do that, you're walking on this slippery slope. So let's take a look here. I want to get Twitter pulled up. Let me see if I can find it here. So let's take a look at it. The Jauan Jennings stomp. So here's the video. I think I've got the audio muted. Let me mute the audio. So here's the play. You can see it unfold. Look, I mean, right there, you can see it. Let's go back. After he makes the tackle, this should be a 15-yard penalty. There's no doubt about it. This should be a penalty. What he's doing there. I think what we saw, I think this right here, what we're seeing Jennings do on the ground, I think that's 60 minutes of frustration because this is his last game in Neyland. He's a senior. He's so close to 1,000 yards receiving. He wants to come out. You know, we all visualize him coming out, having this huge game, going out on top. But the game was pretty boring. And Jauan Jennings didn't get a whole lot of action. And I think what we're seeing right here, is 60 minutes of frustration. That doesn't anger me. It's dumb. It's stupid. I get the frustration. Take your 15-yard penalty and move on. But there wasn't even a 15-yard penalty. But you see him right here getting a little extra. Should have been a flag. The frustration builds. Here's where we get a problem. Boom. Right there. Let's look at it again. So he stands up. A lot of people are saying he's not even looking at the guy's face. Boogie, he's not even looking at him. Right there, he's not looking at him. Look, you can see him right here. You can see him. He's not even looking at the kid. Boom, steps on his face. So this is, again, where we talk about intent. It's no doubt Jauan's on top of him. He's dogging him. He's running his mouth. What's the intent here? Boom, right there. Is that intentional? Do you think Jauan Jennings meant to do that, or do you think that's accidental? I think only one person knows what the intent was, and that's Jauan Jennings himself. I think he's the only one that knows if this was intentional or not. So how does the SEC look at it? Is it fair for the SEC to suspend Jauan Jennings for a half of football based on this? That's not up for me to decide. It's not up for you to decide. You know, that's the SEC's decision. But again, when you talk about intent, let's talk about drinking and driving. What you're talking about DUIs when we're talking about Jauan Jennings? Yeah, I am. Because I think most people that go out here and they drink and drive, their intent is not to kill somebody. That's not their intent. But does it happen? It does. Should they be punished, even though that's not the intent? I think that's what you have to look at here. At the end of the day, Jauan Jennings made that tackle. He was frustrated. He showed some aggression. The kid from Vanderbilt gets his head stepped on. What's the intent? Does it matter? Should Jauan Jennings be suspended? I don't know that I can argue that some type of action has to be taken. It's sad that we've seen this I used the resurrection of Jarrett Garantano a couple of weeks ago. How about this resurrection of Jauan Jennings? You know, we talked about it. Whose senior season turnaround was more impressive? Nigel Warrior, Jauan Jennings, or what Jarrett Garantano has done? I know I said seniors and he's not a senior, but how impressive was it what he did? Now, yeah, he didn't show out against Vanderbilt, but what he did to come back, what he bounced back from that Alabama game, where he was with this fan base, the way he bounced back and this team found a way to win down the stretch. Now they get to go to a bowl game. So how sad is that for Jauan Jennings that his senior season, after being kicked off the team, he battled back. He did what he had to do. He did what was required of him to get back on this football team. And now here we are, end of the season, getting ready to go to a bowl game, and this is what we're talking about. I hate it for Jennings. I do. But sometimes, you know, we call him a dog. Everybody's talking about Jauan Jennings being a dog, and he is. And sometimes dogs bite, and that's what we're seeing here. It's not the first time he's done something like this. So, again, agree or disagree. I don't know if what the SEC did was right or wrong. I don't know what Jauan Jennings' intent was. It's hard to argue. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment down below. Do you think Jennings deserved to be suspended? Or do you think, you know, there wasn't even a flag thrown, Boogie? How can a guy be suspended when he wasn't even penalized on the field of play? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, VAWLS JP and Dauber are doing the basketball live show every Wednesday at this point, but they're going to be communicating. So check in, see what they're doing. They did a great show last night. I've actually got it playing here behind me. Check that out. Don't think I'm not watching. Don't think I'm not listening. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Again, leave me a comment. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with the Talkin VAWLS football show the week prior to the bowl game. Go Big Orange.
Howl like we poets sat in our chains, soaking moonlit falls, unbroken past this inundated orb that we call home. And it's night and I'm alone and I'm alive. The dogs howl like we poets sat in our chains, soaking moonlit